Hey everyone, it's Ryzen, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. And I hate it when it does that. When your character moves on its own. Or the camera does. Stupid stick calibration. Right, let's go to bed. Get ready to go to school tomorrow. Yep. That's what we gotta do. Go to bed, and go to school. Oh, what's going on? Who's this guy?
I'm going out for a bit.
Hey, we saw him at the school, yeah.
Didn't you see the newspaper?
Not really.
There's a lot going on.
I know. People who had no problems before are suddenly developing acute cases of apathy syndrome.
What is that exactly?
I've seen it in the news quite often.
Are you gonna explain this?
They say it's due to stress, but...
Yeah, right. It has to
The game actually does have
Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
a dictionary to define these terms.
You have a one-track mind.
So if it's green,
will you be okay on your
you can
own?
look it up.
The chairman will be here for the next few days, but after that,
That's convenient.
Don't worry, I'm just getting a little practice.
Practice. Yeah.
This isn't a game.
Yeah, that's one way to define level grinding. Get used to that calendar screen. You're gonna be seeing it a lot. Get used to these two girls talking. You'll be seeing them a lot. Or at least people talking like this. Excuse me? Oh, I wonder if this is apathy syndrome. I'm sure it's nothing. And sometimes during the school, you will be attending classes. I mean, well, you're always attending classes, but sometimes you'll actually be in a class, and sometimes you'll be expected to read this and actually, well, pay attention to it. Other times, you'll just be expected to answer a question that you just have to know. In this case, we need to pay attention to the author Miss Toriyumi actually likes. Which is, Utsobo Kubota, and I'm sure I butchered that. She likes, yeah, it's Utsubo Kubota. You do want to answer these questions correctly, because you get free charm points. And that is important in the game. I mean, who doesn't like being, charming? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We'll just go with that game. That's Junpei. Wonder who that guy he was hanging out with was. Yeah, we get a little sneak peek of, well, semi-important people. Nah, who's this guy?
Oh, he's back.
So, this is our new guest.
Well, he kind of lives there now.
Good evening. My name is Shuji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board for your
Oh,
school.
so he's a bigwig.
Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it? That's why I don't like introducing myself. Even I get tongue-tied sometimes.
Really?
Please, have a seat.
That seems rather weird.
I apologize about the confusion regarding your accommodations. However, it may take a while longer before you receive the proper room assignment.
You think a school of this size
there
would be
anything
better
you'd like
prepared
to
for
ask?
this? Well, why are you here?
To welcome you, of
You don't have
course.
to ask any of these questions, but
Well, to
might
be
as well.
honest, I do have other business here. Speaking of which, where's Mitsuru, Yukari?
Hanging around?
She's upstairs.
Yeah, hanging around.
As diligent as always. Although it doesn't hurt to come down and say
I take
hello.
it she's studying.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, who else lives here?
There were only 4 students in this dorm.
Damn, that's not much.
You, Yukari here, Mitsuru, and a senior named Akihiko Sanada. I hope you all get along. Any
I'm
other
sure none of these
questions?
characters are major protagonists or anything like that. Yeah, the other night I saw some coffins, some blood, and it was green. Can you tell me about that?
You saw
I
something
mean, I know it was
strange.
normal, but
Like what?
figured I'd ask.
You were probably just tired.
Yeah, that's a logical explanation. No, it seems perfectly fine to me.
Do you have another question?
I see coffins right now. Perfectly normal to me. Nah, I'm good.
Then I hope you have a successful school year. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Well, yeah, that's what this game is about. Going to school and making friends.
you must be tired from all
Maybe
the
I shouldn't,
excitement.
like,
You
fist
should go
pump.
to bed early.
Shake my microphone.
As
huh?
they say, the early bird catches the bookworm.
Why do I get the feeling
Please forgive the
this
pun.
guy's going to be doing this a lot? Yeah, get used to his jokes.
You'll get used to his lame jokes.
You said it, Yukari.
Working hard? So, how's he doing?
Are you spying on him?
He went to bed a little while ago. He's asleep now.
Awfully convenient that he wears his
Chairman,
clothes
do
to
you think
bed.
he's-
Well, let's wait and see for now. The dark hour is
The what
approaching.
now?
That was the Bayside Rockers. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Be sure to tune in again next week. KJ out.
Totally.
The preceding program was brought to you by Carito Electronics, bringing you the future. At the sound of the tone, the time will be 12 o'clock a.m.
Yep, perfectly normal. Nothing to see there.
He's still sleeping. The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour. During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that
Apparently this
occurs.
is perfectly normal in this world.
Then he must be...
See, I wasn't lying.
As you can see, he's retained his human form. He's asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark
You know, that's actually
hour.
kind of convenient.
The only question that remains is whether or not he has the
I mean,
potential.
you can get an extra hour of
Although,
sleep every day.
He must. If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
scary.
Who
In
is
any
they?
case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
Yes, sir. I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the nicest thing to be doing.
Welcome to the Velvet Room, my dear young man.
The what now? Yeah, we're still in the introduction of the game, by the way. Could we speed it along, please?
My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, pretty much one of the big problems with the game.
This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here, like myself.
The intro is way too long.
Pleased to
And they
meet
didn't
you.
fix it in Persona 4.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It's been years since we've had a guest.
Oh, contract. You really should have read that, Minato.
Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place. Henceforth, you shall be welcome here in the Velvet Room. You are destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my help to do so.
To make friends?
I only ask one
Go to school?
thing in return. That you abide by the contract and assume responsibility for the choices you make.
I couldn't even read the damn thing. But, yeah, seems legit to me.
Hold on to this.
Is this a spare key to my room?
Till we meet again.
No? You know, might have been better to tell him what the key did. Ah, full moon. Well, I'm sure that's totally unimportant. Well, of course it's always time to go to school. That's what this game is about. Can we make some friends now? What's going on, Junpei? Why? What the hell happened to you? You're full of energy. What are you saying? We'll find out what he's talking about soon enough. Probably not in this episode. Well, maybe we will, actually. Yeah, I get the bad feeling. Bad feeling this is going to go like 30 minutes. Oh, that's good. Now, honestly, I don't think dozing off does anything in this version of the game. I know in the portable version it can improve your status up one level, but it doesn't do that in this version. At least I've never noticed it. Maybe it's random if you do it, but the bottom line is you get academic points for staying awake. So always, always, always stay awake. In addition, you get extra dialogue. So there's no reason ever to doze off. And sometimes, these, little lectures will be on the, exam. You will be tested! There we go. It takes a lot of points to max academics, far less to get, charisma and courage up, but you have way more time to max, academics. Really, the trick to a max social link run is maxing courage as quickly as possible. You only have a couple months to do it. And unfortunately, the game screws you on these first few days. Because you can't use them to work on your courage, which is annoying. Guess it's dark hour time.
How is he?
Sleeping? Obviously.
The same as last night.
very interesting.
Watching people sleep is my
Even
hobby.
those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first.
Oh.
Memory loss, disorientation. But this subject is rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms.
Honestly, they don't really explain that at all.
We're treating him like a guinea pig.
Like, that's all you get out of it. I mean, you can kind of guess why,
I understand
but...
your concern, but it's imperative that we
No,
recruit
actually,
new members.
they do kind of explain
I
why.
heard he's your classmate. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade?
I mean, they don't, like, directly say, oh, because of this,
Yeah,
but
I guess.
you can put the pieces
Still.
together.
Command room. Is that you, Akihiko?
You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge.
What thing?
Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing
I thought
me.
you were going out to train,
I
man.
wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there.
What?
Does that mean he's bringing that thing here?
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle.
You're high school students.
Right. Be
What are you
careful.
going to do? Give it an exam? Or really, you'd be giving... You would be the one giving the exam, huh? Are you gonna do your homework in front of it?
Akihiko!
That's better. Oh, he's messed up.
Senpai!
I'm alright.
You don't look alright, dude.
Get ready to be surprised. It'll
Why
be here
are
any
you
second.
smiling?
This is no time to joke around.
No kidding.
It's one of them, Akihiko?
Who is them?
Yes, but not an ordinary one.
What the? You've got to
I
be
think this is
kidding
the only time this track plays.
Mr.
Oh.
Chairman, please head for the
Of
command
course, she'll
room.
use the fake gun on it.
Takiba, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape
I'm sure
out the back.
that'll do a lot to it.
But what about you two?
We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight.
I like the glare.
Like I had a choice.
You could have, you know, hidden.
What are you waiting for,
from it.
Yukari? Go!
I'm going.
Yeah, that's awfully inconvenient.
Wake up! Sorry, I'm coming in.
I like the question mark.
I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here now.
Sure. Why ask any questions? Let's go. Oh, by the way, these dialogue choices,
Hurry, downstairs. We'll lead through the
they
back
mean
door.
nothing. Like, for the most part.
Wait. Take this.
Outside
just
of
in case.
social links where you get different points, relationship about a different amount of relationship points depending on the choice you make.
Okay.
And why the hell did you have a sword and where did you just pull it out of?
All right. We should be safe
Yep,
now.
just go out the door.
Takiba, do you read me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, I hear you.
Be careful. There's more than one enemy.
Oh.
The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko
Well, I'm
saw.
sure it's not by the back door or anything.
What?
Son of a bitch. Knock, knock.
Let's
Who's
go back.
there? Yeah, let's get out of here. Oh, it's actually inside. You know, you could animate that game. I guess the animators took the day off. Also, so did the voice actors. Keep going up. Well, that wasn't good.
What was that?
Light breaking.
It's getting closer. Keep moving. Hurry.
Where exactly are we gonna move to? I'm pretty sure these stairs don't go on forever. I mean, this isn't Super Mario 64 here. We're gonna go out onto the roof, where there's no place to go to. That seems like a really bad idea. I wonder where that door leads.
I think
To
we're
the
okay
right
for
there.
now.
They never say or anything.
What? Those monsters. We call them shadows.
Go on.
There.
Wait.
Persona.
Thou art I, and I am thou. From the sea of thy soul I cometh. I am Orpheus, master of strings.
As we suspected.
So I take it I'm not going to be able to just go to high school and make friends?
What on earth is that?
Apparently a persona. I mean, that's what the box says. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, the save points are kind of spread out in the game. In the future, I'll probably, if this comes out, when this happens,
Is it
I'll
over?
probably record more than one episode. I'll just split it up, essentially. But I want to get through this introduction part as quickly as I can. Anyway, we got our first battle here. Can't do anything with the L1 button right now. I don't know why I hit it by an instinct, I guess. Can't use items, tactics, or use anything with Persona. You can't run away, obviously. So yeah, the only thing we can do is wait, which ends your turn without doing anything. It is not a guard command. It doesn't have damage or anything like that. It's almost completely worthless. Attacks with your weapon. Don't want it. Not too useful, really. And skill uses your Persona skill. In this case, the only skill we have is Bash. Costs 5 HP. It costs a percentage of your max HP. And yeah, these guys are weak to Bash because it's Strike Elemental. And oh no, they're not. They're weak to Fire. Sorry, but yeah, we want to use Bash on them because it'll one-shot them. Yeah, physical attacks are split up into 3 elements in this game: Slash, Strike, and Pierce. And then you have Fire, Ice, Lightning, and Wind for magic. And you also have Light and Darkness, which is instant death elements. And then you have Almighty, which is essentially non-elemental. Although there are a couple of enemies that, well, at least one in particular that has resistance to it. But for the most part, it's non-elemental. And yeah, your character levels up, and your Persona also levels up. I'll go into a little bit of detail about what the stats do later. Essentially, very, very little. Your character, yeah, you level up, get new abilities for your Personas. And, yeah. So, that's nice. Your Personas determine your base stats.
Are you okay?
But your character level determines your HP and SP.
Say something!
SP is essentially the game's MP. I don't know why they feel the need to call it something different.
Are you alright?
Can you hear me? Please! Answer
Yeah, that's a good way to administer first aid. Wake up! Next, you'll try slapping him. Your character level also plays a big factor in the damage formula.
It's so nice to see you again.
But I'll get into that later.
You became unconscious after awakening to your power. It's nothing to worry about, though. So just relax.
Are you Aaron Rodgers?
I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche.
Oh, well, yeah, I kind of figured that out already.
It may take some time to
All I know is point fake gun at head.
A persona
Weird
is a
monster
facet
comes
of your
out.
personality that surfaces as you react to external
In that case,
stimuli.
Minato has some weird
You can think
things
of it
in his
as a
psyche.
mask that protects you as you
Yeah.
brave many hardships. That being said, your power is still weak.
Oh. What does that mean?
When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties.
So
with others.
friendship really makes you
The
stronger?
stronger your social
The
links,
power
the more
of friendship.
powerful your persona ability. Please remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until
Could you stop
then,
talking like
farewell.
I don't know, a weird, creepy horror guy? You're not exactly the most inviting person. Well, it can't be a week, right? Or maybe it is a week.
You're awake. How do you feel?
He was unconscious for a week. How do you think he feels?
Thank goodness you finally
You didn't
came
answer his
to.
question.
How much sleep do you need? It's been a whole
He was
week.
unconscious.
I was so worried about you. Oh yeah, this is Tatsumi Memorial
We're gonna keep
Hospital. It's just a short walk from the
shipping
station.
this couple, aren't we?
The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted. But you kept sleeping and sleeping. You know how worried I was? I'm sorry I
I
couldn't
wonder
do
if there was any
anything.
other person that was here.
Even though I was supposed to protect
Like,
you,
did Mitsuru and
But your
Akihiko
power,
hang out?
It was
Probably.
amazing.
Well, yeah, what exactly did he do?
The power you used. We call it...
Well, I know
persona.
that. I mean, I read the box.
And those creatures you defeated are shadows.
What did they ever do to you besides
We'll explain
trying to kill
everything
you?
later.
Never
I'm
mind.
sorry I didn't tell you before.
Also, you gonna mention the whole spying thing?
I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you.
What?
My dad died in an accident when I was
Oh.
little. My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone
Oh,
too,
so I guess
right?
Minato's parents did die.
To be honest, I already know about your past. But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine.
I guess that kind of makes up for the spying.
It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast. But nobody really knows.
Don't
what
worry, I'm sure it's not important at all.
He was working in a lab run by the Kurijo group.
Isn't that Mitsuru's last
I'm
name?
hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. That's why I'm going to Gekukan High, and why I was there when this happened to you.
Really? You can just go to any high school you
I
want?
panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
So yeah, remember in the first opening anime
Really?
scene when Yukari was
still.
pointing that gun at her head?
Here I am telling you all this the
She
minute
wasn't
you
trying to
wake
commit
up.
suicide. She was trying to
While
summon
I
her
was
persona.
waiting, I thought to myself,
She just failed to do it.
I've been hiding so many things
She was too
from
afraid.
him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him
It's
the
also
truth.
symbolic, but
So,
I'll get into
thanks
that
for
later.
listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time.
You know, you had two other
All right, I'm gonna get
people
going.
to tell, right?
I'll let the others know you woke
Three
up.
if you count Akutsuki.
Take it easy, okay? Be a good patient.
Then again, Mitsuru is Mitsuru.
And don't
Kirijo,
hesitate
so
to call
never
the
mind.
nurse. I'm sure she'll take good care of you.
Is he gonna get out of this hospital anytime soon?
Bye.
Does it skip this whole day? Yeah, it does. Wow, we're still gonna have to go through this this day here. I'd actually really like to stop this episode now. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I think it'll let me save before we do that. I hope. Yeah, the pacing of this game is atrocious. Both plot-wise and the save points. Why can you not save anywhere in video games, especially RPGs? I don't understand. Whatever. This is the first question where you're just expected to know things. Wow. Really? The answer's mud huts. The first choice there. That'll up your charm again. I think you get 1 point for each correct question. I forget how many points you need to max out. I think it's 80 for charm and courage and 250 for academics. Maybe it's 90 for courage and charm. I forget exactly. No, I think it's actually 60. I'll look it up eventually. Not too hard to do, really, as long as you're diligent with it. And yet another day we lose. Still not out of the introduction yet. And it'll have to stay that way for now. Oh, another thing, if you hold the triangle button, you fast forward through the dialogue, but it is really, really slow. Evidently, the game designers hate you and want you to suffer for trying to skip a cutscene. They really speeded it up in the PSP version, but I'm going to end this episode here because I'm tired. It's 35 minutes. This is probably going to be the last super long episode. Maybe tomorrow's episode, because I do want to finish the introduction. And then if this happens in the future, I'll split it up, and I'll just record more than one episode as a result of that. So, I'll leave it off here. This is Ryzen. Thanks for watching. Take care.